Stressful jobs do nothing but stress you out and stress your world out, stress the world out around you, which is why I suggested that you do something fun. Remember? Something you want to do that's fun for you, because I know how important it is. Because if I'd have been told that when I was your age, I probably would have just run with anything I felt was fun. Instead of joining the military, I probably would have gone to art school and taken it serious, but not too serious. You know? Never take yourself too seriously. My ninjutsu instructor taught me that. You know, I thought I was formidable as a martial artist, but he showed me otherwise. You know, so, or formidable. Sorry, I said that word wrong. Anyway, anyway, I'll be right back, and you know, just mull it over. You know, give it some thought. And like I say, if you want to come back, I don't have to know opposed to it. I just want you to know that there can't be a lot of stress. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to die of a heart attack before we get married. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me neither.
I'm too old for this shit. You know that old saying? I'm too old for this shit. You'll get there one day. You'll be in my shoes, and you'll be saying this too. Okay? You will be. I'm too old for this shit. So we need to figure out a way to have a happy medium. I mean, we can meet on. I can be just as big a kid as you. Okay? But we have to both be responsible adults. So we can take time to be kids later. Okay? First we gotta be responsible adults. Alright? So, like your affliction, your problem. Alright? Seeing a doctor about it's a big step. You know? Getting the right doctor's actually the right step. But, you know, that takes work, finding the right doctor. Little research, a little footwork, you know, you're good to go if you find him or her. And hopefully this one that you were referred to works out for you. And you don't have to be doing a bunch of dancing around, you know. The medical community, which is supposed to be there to help you, I'm really wondering about what the fuck is their problem. You know? They keep either they turn you away, they don't help you, or they set you off in a wild goose chase, or they give you a placebo that doesn't fucking work and send you on your way, or they ridicule in the office and act like you don't have a problem. You know what doctors do over here? They might chastise you a little bit for being stupid to cause yourself to have a problem, you know, a little bit, because a lot of them have huge egos. But at the same time, doctors over here generally help you and solve your problem. I mean, it does cost a lot of fucking money, I'll give you that, if you don't have insurance and all that stuff. But, you know, which is why, again, going back to the VA, why I'm so grateful to have that. But beside the point, all that high-tech equipment and expensive business or expensive medical school that doctors had to go through, that they probably didn't pay for out of pocket, that parents paid for it, but at the same time, they gotta get it all back, you know. So these high-paid, highly revered individuals that are sent off to school to learn this specific knowledge that is revered knowledge over encompassing knowledge that is outside the spectrum of normal knowing. Okay, and they get paid well to do this. Except too many of them fail at their jobs, or just, like I said, send you off on wild goose chases. You know what that means, right?
Yeah.
So, Anyway, sorry, it's another kind of just old saying. Anyway, but yeah, I'll be right back. I gotta eat.
Okay, baby.
We'll continue this in a minute. Love you.
Love you too.
And thanks again for making contact. Okay.
You're welcome. I just really need to apologize because I couldn't just, you know, nod because I felt wrong. Because I knew I had done something. So.
At first, you might not feel that way because you're angry. I get it. You know? I get it. But you got to examine the reason why you're angry. Which is why you're able to calm me down so many fucking times. Playing Call of Duty and get angry or something like that, right? Because I see the stupidity behind being angry at something so petty. You know what I mean? That angry. I mean, it's one thing if I'm angry, I get it. But that angry. Fuming the way I get, you know what I mean? You know, foaming at the mouth. You know? Kind of thing, you know what I mean? Like, that's a little extreme, I know. But if you're to tell me that in the moment, I'm going to think it's complete nonsense. You know that. Anger creates tunnel vision, okay? You're only focused on what you're angry at. That's it. That's why there's an old saying again about anger releasing an enzyme in the brain that renders the individual temporarily stupid, okay? An old saying, okay? So, you know, taking that into effect, you know, that narrow-mindedness that exists when somebody's angry. You can only be focused on what you're angry at. Okay? That's how anger works. But with a little bit of logic and a little bit of understanding and a little bit of reason and common sense, you can put two and two together and say, is this really that worth that? Or is it really that worth being this angry at? This much? You know, or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't know if I said that right, but whatever. You get it, right?
Yeah, I do.
That's what I mean by personal inventory, by the way. People need to take inventory of their own selves. And inventory their own bullshit too. Alright? Figure out for themselves what is bullshit and what's real. You know, what's worth holding on to and what's not. What's right, what's wrong, those kind of things. You know, what's helpful, what's harmful. Right? So, and again, live and learn. Alright? I'm not going to hold it against you. Alright? I get angry all the time. I would just say, you know, be a little more decisive of what you're angry at. You know?
Yeah.
And just think about it. You know, that's all. Because if you're going to be angry, it should be worth it. Right?
Yes, you're right.
I guess.
Like angry at politics and stuff like that.
Right. Well, angry at politics, that's even, to me, that's just as petty, honestly. You know why?
Why?
Because people are stupid. I don't care if they're fucking politicians or regular people. They're stupid. Nobody's trying to solve no fucking problems. Are you serious? Politicians are there to make money, not really solve problems. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
These days, anyway, it used to be where they actually did solve problems or, I guess, committed to such a thing, but these days it's so easy for somebody to get into politics because, you know, of just, all you got to do is two things. You got to be a good fucking, be a people person, right? Charismatic, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, social skills and those kind of things. And you also have to be basically a liar. You have to be able to lie to people's faces with a smile on your face. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's what a politician does.
Yeah, I know.
Okay? They don't solve anything. They just wage war. That's all they do, and make problems. You know? Now, there is a side to politics that is wholesome. Don't get me wrong. Society needs politics. Without it, we don't have government.